Guys, it is potentially a nightmare scenario. We heard Dr. Greg Forbes earlier talk about the potential of anywhere from maybe 20 to 30 inches of rainfall in parts of the region. Definitely a nightmare scenario. I'm on Canal Street, but let's forget about Canal Street for a moment. Let's show you a story with a great image that we have. Not great as in good, but great as in just perplexing. Look at this shot that we have of flooding, water going all the way to a roof in Braithwaite, Louisiana. You see it right there. We spoke with one resident. She said it's some of the worst she's ever seen.
How does this compare to Katrina?
Oh, that's just worse.
Well, when I looked outside, they maybe had about 2-3 foot of water, which I didn't think of nothing. Come back outside about 2 hours later, it's past the truck. Now I'm like, look, we gotta go. House started flooding in. We just got out the back door with the boat. Tried to save my next door neighbors, which couldn't happen. The wind was so strong, it was pushing the boat the opposite way.
And new information coming into the satellite center as we speak. I want to get right now to the Brews. That's our breaking weather news alert system. And you can see here that we are now learning that everyone in Plaquemines Parish, Louisiana, has been rescued from rooftops. A levee there overtopped earlier today. We have seen just incredible video coming out of Plaquemines Parish. They say between 60 to 75 people were rescued by National Guardsmen. Also, neighbors rescuing neighbors in this area. Let's take a look then at some of that incredible video. As I mentioned, we saw just tremendous amounts of water there coming over the levee in Plaquemines Parish, and in fact, just heartbreaking scenes of pets being rescued as well as people in this region. We also heard from some of those people who were rescued, some of them in very dire straits. Let's listen in.
You thought you could make it through this?
A one, yeah. And I have a 2-story house. I figured if we got a few inches of water, you know, that's okay. But we didn't think we'd get 10 feet of water. And outside, it was high. It was covering houses.
It was fast. It was fast.
The water just came up.
It was fast. It was too fast for me to drive out of it.
And 10 to 12 feet of water being reported there coming out of that and flooding neighborhoods coming off the levee, flooding other neighborhoods. Some other information we're getting in here at the satellite center. Entergy is saying it could be a week before power is restored to some area. We're looking at state by state over 600,000 power outages as we speak. Also wanted to clear this up. The city of New Orleans did receive some false reports that the Maxent Canal in New Orleans East was overtopping. Mayor Landrieu did send emergency personnel to inspect it, and that is not the case. So that's some good news there to report. Again, starting to get a little bit more under control, at least in Plaquemines Parish, where now, from what we're learning, all people have been rescued that were in harm's way from that overtopped levee.
Along the coast of Louisiana sits Hurricane Isaac. It's slowed down. It's just been it's been described as wobbling. It's just now got inland to the west of New Orleans itself, and that is quite crucial actually, because whilst not giving a direct hit as such into New Orleans, you will find the strongest storm surge is in the southeastern quadrant of the storm of the hurricane. That's sweeping in, and the fact that the hurricane itself is actually moving very slowly inland, and it will turn more towards the northwest over the next 24 hours and move further inland across Louisiana. It means that it's going to rain and rain and rain, and there could be something like 20 inches of rain as a top sort of figure. You can imagine what damage that's going to cause, together with those potentially damaging winds which are sustained at 130 kilometers an hour right now, with gusts in excess of that. And it's not just going to be the coastal areas that are at risk as well. As the system moves inland, yes, it's going to lose some of its power and its energy, but it is going to bring a lot of rain. And that rain, not only over the coming few days, will be affecting Louisiana, it's going to move into Arkansas as well. All this water is going to come down. There'll be widespread flooding. It'll lift the river levels in the Arkansas River. That all feeds into the Mississippi River. Worst case scenario, where does that all go back to? New Orleans.